The Rise of Skywalker world premiere was last night, and people are talking about it on the social medias. I want to talk about what some people are saying to kind of get a metric for the first reviews for the film, but we're also going to talk about what other people are saying about a coming controversy. So spicy, so good, so spicy and good.
It's like the news, but for nerds.
What's up, everybody? It's Josh, and look at this awesome Porg coffee mug I have. It is adorable and amazing, but also incredibly difficult to actually drink from. Okay, so let's get into this, but I want to put a couple disclaimers right at the top. Number one, while this video will not contain any spoilers in it, I will talk about the leaks as a thing because most of what was in the leaks is in the film. In fact, last night, Reddit went absolutely nuts. The opening crawl was leaked. There were images from the ending leaked. A bunch of images of Palpatine leaked. Just all the things from the movie leaked, and I will talk about that in a video coming out later today, but this one's going to be spoiler-free, but I will be talking about the leaks, so I don't know if you're comfortable with that or not. Fair warning. Number two, this movie does appear to be filled with fan service. This is something that's echoed a lot on the social media reviews from the premiere last night, and there's also this thread out there that there could be a sort of division for people that really enjoyed The Last Jedi. They might not like this movie as much because it seems to be sort of tailor-made for people that didn't exactly love The Last Jedi. Now, until we see the film, we really don't know what that means, but that is out there online. People are talking about that right away. Number three, it is very important to keep in mind that at this time for The Last Jedi, there was a lot of positivity online as well. And so even though, yeah, there's a lot of positivity on Twitter right now about the premiere, it is also fair to point out that that same thing happened for The Last Jedi. And I don't know if you know this, but there were a few people that disagreed with the early positivity when it came to The Last Jedi. So like these are social media blurbs from people that saw the movie. It's just their first sort of reactions for the film. And look, it's one of those things where we're all like, yeah, that doesn't mean anything. Who even cares? But I want to know. So let's get into this. I'm just going to pick a few of my favorite reactions. And I thought instead of just telling you what I thought of the reactions, I'm going to make a joke about each one. Let's start with Kevin Smith. At the Star Wars premiere, I saw Jon Favreau and he gave me a Mandalorian coin. If I could spend it to see Rise of Skywalker again right now, I would. Epic ending to a saga in which JJ gives us a satisfying and gratifying finale, and they finally do right by Chewie. Okay, so that's awesome. It's good to see that Kevin is positive on the film, but let's be real. We all know Kevin Smith. This guy would cry if he was handed Baby Yoda's dirty diaper. Next up, Scott Mendelson. Prepare yourselves. This is not a super positive review. At worst, I expected The Rise of Skywalker to be a well-made movie that I didn't like or whose story choices I disagreed with. I was not expecting a genuinely bad movie with video game plotting, thin characters, weak action, and endless exposition of no consequence. Heartbreaking. You know, I don't know Scott Mendelson, but he seems like the kind of person that likes it when people hate him. Dan Casey from Nerdist says, "All I can say is wow." And then he goes on to say more. Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is many things. Horrifying, hopeful, violent, low-key horny, and full of the right kind of fan service. But most of all, it's a fitting end to this incredible 40-plus year-long saga. You know, Dan seems pretty cool, and I'm now going to completely trust in him that he knows exactly what the right kind of fan service is. And when he says low-key horny, he's talking about our favorite ship, Rey Baca. It's gonna get hairy, folks. Rob Kias says, just stepped out of The Rise of Skywalker. It's an immensely satisfying and massive end to the saga. It somehow addresses issues, problematic characters, and most unanswered questions from The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi too. Rob is the guy that wrote the most algorithm-friendly and fan-friendly tweet about The Rise of Skywalker, so kudos to him. I have a feeling he wrote that tweet like weeks ago and he was just hoping that the movie matched up to it. Mark Ellis says, I'm emotional, overwhelmed, surprised, shocked, and stunned. More than anything, I'm happy. Thanks for coming through one more time, Star Wars. You know, if Mark wrote the jokes in this video, it would be a better video. And yet this video will probably get more views than his special. Oh, am I right? Anthony Bresnahan says, when people talk about Star Wars, they talk about their childhoods, their best memories, the people they loved and shared it with. The Rise of Skywalker brings back all those feelings and then some. I absolutely loved it. And now I feel and that it's R2 like falling over. You know, for some reason, I view Anthony Bresnahan as Scott Mendelson's more mature older brother. And even though that's not a good joke, it's kind of funny. John Campia says, Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker reaction. There are a few great moments, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to love this movie. Unfortunately, I'm just not one of them. Hopefully, I'll like it a bit more after I see it tomorrow. You know, John Campia strikes me as one of those people who likes it when people hate him. Oh, I said that for Scott Mendelson? It still applies. But those are just a few voices out there in this massive Twitter thread that is the new reviews and reactions to The Rise of Skywalker. And these were just people that I personally care about their take, and I thought that their reactions could be funny. We did some negative ones, some positive ones. As always, we're going to just wait to see the film, right? As I said at the top, this is one of those things where it's like, it's meaningless, but what did they say? You know what I mean? Like, we got to know what everyone said. Look, I think the bottom line is this movie is going to be super fan servicey from what the reviews are saying. There are a lot of people that are positive on it. And although there are some people out there kind of suggesting that if this movie exists the way it does because of the reaction to The Last Jedi, and there are some people that view that, I think, negatively. We will have a lot of discussions about that after the film once we all see it. But there are plenty of people that do like The Last Jedi that also like this film and feel like they work together perfectly. You know, we're just going to have to see. It's Star Wars, so it's going to be crazy. It's going to be tumultuous. It's going to be emotional. And we'll have many discussions about it. Again, I want to remind everybody, Thursday night at midnight on this channel, we're going live, and we're going to be talking about the film, deep spoilers, talking about everything that happened in it, and just kind of seeing, like, how did we feel about it? What do we like? What do we not like? We're going to be doing a lot of Q&A that night, so come by and enjoy the conversation. But yeah, the road to The Rise of Skywalker is almost over. We're all going to see this film very soon. I want to know what you guys think about the reactions that people have been having online. Where do you think you're going to fit in? Are you really excited? Are you less excited now? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And now let's shout out Jason Hurd. Indeed, the horn dude in Mandalorian Chapter 6 is a Deveronian. So shout out to you, Jason. Now let's do another nerd card question. I want to know what the names of the Knights of Ren are, and before you ask, yes, all of the names have been revealed. See how fast you can Google that. Tell me all the names of the Knights of Ren. Answer it in the comment section below. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.